What's up, everyone? Scotty G here, and welcome back to another wonderful My NBA Eras episode here. Today we will be covering the 2009 to 2010 NBA season with the Chicago Bulls. Now, we have not won a championship in, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 years. So we've been, a little behind on our rebuild schedule there. We did get the number one seed last season after missing out on the playoffs. We've got a very deep team this year. This is a much different team and a much different strategy than we've put into it in years past. Now, we've still got a ton of talent that we have kind of configured throughout the draft and a little bit through free agency to fill some needs. Without further ado, though, let's get started on this season. And we're already getting trade offers here. Let's just kind of take a look at it. It's always nice to entertain something. So far, a rough start for Eddie Curry and a rough start for Emeka Okafor. Gets us a first round pick with it. Yeah. I like Eddie Curry, so I'm going to decline the offer. It wasn't a great pick with it. It was a top 10 protected, so we're going to decline that trade. I mean, we can revisit these trades later on towards the deadline, too. Great start to the season. A really great start to the season. I mean, I like our team and what we've put together, really. Did lose to the Heat. That was a tough loss there. So we've got a good thing going. We're off to a 24-1 start. Here's an interesting trade because Baron Davis is pretty dang good. But here's the thing. You got Eddie Curry who's averaging almost a double-double a game. Ricky Rubio even, I mean, not bad as a backup. I know Baron Davis is, he's getting up there in age. He's at 30. Pretty good numbers so far, but we've got Derrick Rose, we've got Al Ruiz. For those of you that don't know Al Ruiz, he was a spectacular top 10 pick, I think, in the draft with Derrick Rose. I don't even know. It's not a real player. But I'm going to decline this offer just by looking at it. This is where our momentum gets killed, is when we have days off. But we kept it going. I did lose to the Lakers, who are a really strange team. They're not dominant. They're not bad, but they're just in the middle there. We got tripped up with a few losses in the past 2 weeks, but we're trying. We're trying to get things figured out. Interesting trade here. I don't know if I want him for that price. I mean, he's a solid player, Rashard Lewis. And Eddie Curry, is 27. I mean, you're really putting the cap on yourself. We'll decline this for now. We're gonna revisit some trades here at the deadline anyway. So we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna decline this trade for now. All right, we're 33-5. Take a look at the standings, and the East is just terrible. The Jazz, Lakers, Rockets. The East is bad this year. That works in our advantage big time. It's probably because we're stocking up on all the players. We don't have a guy injured right now, which is excellent. See, DeMar DeRozan's not getting a ton of playing time, but he's young. He'll get better. Ricky Rubio, same thing. Evan Duncan. I mean, we've got 5 guys averaging double figures, 2 guys on the borderline of it. Michael Redd, solid player. But health, our guys are staying healthy, and that is great. But nobody's really excelling when scoring points. It's a team effort, which is awesome. It's what we like to see. However, what we don't like to see is me not knowing what I'm doing, which happens a lot. And in this situation, do you go with trading away this guy? We're gonna see. We're gonna, peek at it. I like the way our team is right now, though. Um, you get Jermaine O'Neal. He's getting up there in age, though, a little bit. He has been terrible. Jermaine O'Neal, you just don't even need to see the team. We want somebody that can score. And that's not a bad trade right there. I'm going to look back at this trade and think maybe something good happens. It's all an interesting bunch right now. This trade right here, though, I don't care much about this backup piece, but a first round pick. How bad is Golden State? Just curious. I know I ramble on a lot. Golden State, second worst team in the league. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not a bad deal, but then again, John Wall's your top player. There's DeMarcus Cousins is solid. So if you get a center out of the deal, you could really build around that versus Eddie Curry. That Al Ruiz character, he is solid though. We'll see if there's anything out here for the Ricky Rubio trade. Golden State, still similar offer. We're gonna start negotiations, but we're gonna try something different. We're gonna see if they'll give up their first, unprotected first for him. Wow. Paris Outlaw, how are you doing? Oh my, he's terrible. It's not a bad trade. It's not a great trade, but it's not a bad trade. This guy's terrible too. So, in the sense, I don't know, Ricky Rubio. The question is he going to be better than Al Ruiz? We got Ruiz is on the back end of his deal. He's 24. We're going to hang on to Rubio. We're going to get rid of Ruiz. We're going to make this deal. And then we're gonna take a center in the draft possibly, and get his backup. I don't know what I just said there, but we're gonna take a center to take Eddie Curry's spot. Yeah, it's tough, but I think Rubio's our guy. He's our backup. That's really a tough trade to make, in my opinion, because the Warriors are going to get probably a top 5 pick. I'm guessing. We don't need 3-point guards really taking up our space on our lineup. Team's looking good though. Team's looking really good. Cruising along. Lost the Magic. I think this could be our year. Or it could not be our year. I really don't know. It's all in the hands of our players. We're going to see if there's any contract extensions. I can't remember. There is for Eddie Curry. How much does he want? A lot. I think we can get younger. I do. I really think that. I've got a good feeling about it, so I mean, be it as it may, we're gonna roll with it. Do some work in the draft. Hopefully we get something out of it. Definitely not a bad year for Bulls fans. There is some excitement back into the arena as we just won 70 games. Yeah, we did some coaching challenges and all that, so that's why that was popping up there. MVP LeBron James. Okay. Steph Curry, Rookie of the Year. Look at those numbers. Those are some eye-popping numbers. Raymond Felton, Sixth Man of the Year. We had him. We had him once. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved Player, Al Horford. Coach of the Year, of course. Knew this was going to happen. Executive of the Year. Back on top where we want to be. Look at Kevin Garnett's numbers. Still just an outstanding. LeBron James, I hate that guy. We did get Carmelo Anthony on the second team All-NBA. Solid year. Numbers dipped a little bit. To be expected. That Sacramento Kings team, though. Zach Randolph and Jason Terry. Nobody on all rookie first team. We did get Ricky Rubio up there. He had a solid season. All right. Why the hell are the Pacers the 4 seed? That's rough. Want to take a look at the stats for the year. Duncan is hurt. He's out for a while. That beats up our backup spot a little bit. We did get that guy in the trade, remember? DeMar had a pretty good year. Michael Redd was solid. Richardson, solid year. So overall, it is a very balanced team. Very balanced team for what we like to do. Let's get it done in the playoffs, though. Let's do it. Swept the Celtics first round. All right, this is what we've got on our team. Very solid. Solid lineup there. Really deep team. However, the Pacers have Gilbert Arenas, Dirk Nowitzki, and Kmart here. I like our team better in this situation, but we've struggled against the Pacers lately in the playoffs, so let's hope we can get past them here. We lost in 6 games to the Pacers, and this has been a problem. I don't know what we need to do to contend with the Pacers. I don't know. It's starting to get frustrating. Pacers and Suns in the finals again. Pacers swept them. Gilbert Arenas. I mean, averaged a triple-double by far. I think this is a cheat code in the game. Player retirements. That hurts. Evan Duncan retires. He was a very solid player for us. Penny Hardaway retired. A lot of uniform and branding changes. We didn't even break the lottery with that Golden State pick. You got to be shitting me. Finished just outside at 15. Who cares? This is just, it's just depressing, really. It really is. Let's get a shot, doctor. I don't even know what I'm signing for. I don't care. Whatever. I think the Pacers are the new bad boys of the NBA. They just beat the hell out of us. We know these guys are good. Derek Favors would be a solid player for us. Marcus Long, it might slip to us. I don't know. We need a center, though. So there's that. So the Trailblazers at number 1 took Blake Stewart. Very interesting choice. We're going to see if we can trade up a little bit. Just a little bit. Not to 9. How about the Heat? The Heat never trade with us. They know better. No. It's not a bad choice, but it's still a no. Just because that's a lot going into it. Magic. Of course, they want Carmelo. They want everything we own. We go up 1 spot and trade the farm for it. Not going to happen. Actually, that was 7 spots. I don't know how to do math. How about 4 spots? Go up 4 spots. We'd still need to give up something good. I'm gonna pass. You know, I'm not gonna try very hard. We'll see if we get lucky. At 15. Not really sold on this guy, but we're gonna need a center. So we're gonna draft him. Yeah, Eddie Curry is gonna be expendable because he's gonna want a lot, and I think we can get something a little bit better. Yeah, we'll go with this guy. Oh, yeah, an obvious steal. All right. Why do we have another pick? I really don't want to pick here. It's a wasted pick. So we're going to waste it on a center. So this Blake Stewart guy was an 81 overall. DeMarcus Cousins slid all the way down to 6th. John Wall was 3rd. Alan Caffey, not great. Not great. Especially Evan Turner was a 76. He was higher, but you know, it wasn't a will blow you out of the water draft. We got a couple pieces. That's about it. Might as well just sign this guy. That's going to cost us some money. That is going to cost us. Hell no, we don't want Luke Walton back on our team. All right. This is what we're dealing with here. Holy shit. All right, before I get carried away again, this is what our roster looks like. Set at point guard. We're good at shooting guard. For now, we're good at shooting guard. Great there. Use a power forward in the center. All right. Yeah, look at price tags here. Marcus Camby's cheaper. Could go with LaMarcus Aldridge. Maybe even an aging Tim Duncan. Or Chris Bosh even. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get carried away. Amari Stoudemire. Cannot afford that son of a gun. Can't afford any of these guys. I don't even know why I'm trying. Tim Duncan. We're going to offer you something here, buddy. Andrea Bargnani. We're going to... Wait a minute. Well, this is just great, you know. Isn't it just great, though? Tim Duncan has agreed to come back for 1 year. Nobody wants Marcus Camby. That's good. We could sign some bigger names. Okay. All right, so we've got, let's see what we've got here. A minimum deal now. Sorry, Eddie Curry. I mean, we can still sign Eddie Curry, don't get me wrong. We still sign Jason Richardson, too. How'd he do last year? Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's take a look at who signed where. So, Amari Stoudemire signed with the Wizards. And he signed with the Wizards, but they let go of Chris Bosh, who signed with the 76ers. So anyway, I mean, we're doing a pretty good job here with what we've got so far. Obviously, we're not signing Brandon Roy. He'd probably hurt himself. All right. Get back to normal here. We don't really need Jason Richardson. We don't need Eddie Curry. All right. Let's go back and look at our roster. We are pretty deep at about every position here. So Tim Duncan can play center with Marcus Camby. I just like our team right now and the makeup of it. I mean, we can add Richardson for the sake of adding him. We could also sign Eddie Curry to a minimum, which he won't sign. I think we're having a good offseason, really. Rafe LaFrance. I'll try and sign him. Doesn't hurt. Always liked the guy. I really like this team that we've got. We've got a great team. Is it better than the Pacers? On paper, yeah. It's way better than the Pacers. We kicked some serious butt in the summer games, the summer league here. We won two games. That's pretty good. Oakland, California. Nobody wants to go there for the All-Star game. 2011 draft class. Hoop Summit. And the next season we are off to. And we've hit the LeBron era, so to speak. So let's take a look at our roster construction here. Derrick Rose up to a 90. We got 3 guys over 80 at shooting guard. These two, KD jumping to Carmelo. He's saying, yep, I'm better than you. No surprise there. Tim Duncan getting old, but he can still help us out a lot. Marcus Camby getting old too. We got a good center combo here. I think we can put that together. Overall, look at that. 8 guys over 80 overall. 3 of them over 90. This team has got to be the best team in the league by far. Contract extensions. Carmelo will re-sign. I don't want to put us in cap hell yet, so he's got 2 years left on his deal. We don't have a lot of contracts on the books for a while. For next season, we got $39 million in space, projected anyway, with 7 players. But we're going to re-sign Kevin Durant in the offseason. No doubt about that. So we will get that done. Let's take a look at the big boards for the next season. Got Kawhi, Kemba Walker. Solid class here. Vooch, Jimmy B, Jimmy Buckets. Not a terrible class. Kyrie. We can swing something out of that class there. Let's see what they got as far as our lineups here. Get out of there, Camby. DeRozan's getting his minutes, that's for sure. Got 9 guys that can ball. That is exactly what we've wanted, what we've needed. Guys who can just go out there and play basketball. Well, let's hope we don't get hurt, because that's not cool. So you've seen our team. You've seen the greatness that is Cleveland Cavaliers. Not great at all. This Boston Celtics team is pretty wild. Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, the young guys there. Not a terrible team. The Clippers have a solid lineup there. Memphis. The Atlanta Hawks. A bigger team there, obviously. Looking like it. Heat. Hornets. Utah Jazz. This guy's a stud still. Way overrated. Underrated. Whatever you want to call it. Kings. New York Knicks are not great. The Lakers are, they're a weird team. Young team for sure. Orlando Magic, man, they fell right off a cliff. Fell off that cliff, thank God, too. They were like the Pacers to me before the Pacers became the Pacers. The Nets have a solid team. Solid, definitely solid. There's the Nuggets squad. And there's that damn Pacers unit. I don't know how we lose to this team. I mean, these two, yes. Gilbert Arenas himself is God in the game. So, I mean, there's that. We should have no problem beating them. We went out and we got Camby and Tim Duncan. They can lock down Dirk. There's nobody that can lock down Gilbert Arenas, so We're trying to win a championship, guys. We're trying. Decent team there. Spurs. And then there's the Phoenix Suns led by LeBron and Yao Ming. Very aging Jason Kidd. And then very little else. Very little else there. Got the Thunder. Kevin Garnett's like, dude, get me some help, please. I'm getting old. Not a bad team here in Portland. Really solid lineup in Portland, actually. Make some noise, I'm sure. Golden State. We gave him Ruiz. Probably not the best thing we could have done, but we did what we did. I have no regrets about it. We see Elton Brand, just a middling 82. He's never going to be good. Never going to be bad. He's never going to be good. Chris Paul out there in Charlotte. 76ers have a decent lineup. The Bobcats, other than Chris Paul, not great. Bucks are not bad. And then you got us, man. Look at that. That is a very good lineup, especially with the addition of these two guys. Now, yeah, it's true. We did let go of Eddie Curry, but I don't even know where Eddie Curry went. I think he might still be sitting in free agency or what. You kidding me? Eddie Curry is still a free agent, guys. Oh my God, what am I doing? Hey, it's under free agents. There you go. I mean, obviously he won't take a minimum, so. What about Roy Hibbert? That's an interesting one. He won't take it either. That was worth trying. Anyway, that was the 2009-2010 season. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get over the hump of that Pacers team. I know our team is destined for greatness, and this is the best team that. This is probably the best team that we've put together since we've started. We've had great teams. We've had 14 straight NBA championships with great players, but this is probably the greatest team. And if we don't win a title in this next year, it's one of those we might have to consider retirement altogether, or selling the team, or sending them to a new location. Maybe starting an expansion team. I don't know. I don't know where we go from here, but I do know that this could be our last dance if we don't win this title. It's NBA championship or bust, guys. No doubt about it. The future of this series rides on the 2010 to 2011 NBA season. I don't want to be that guy that says it, but we've put together the best that we could. And if we can't get over that Pacers hump, I don't think there's anything that can. Unless we get Gilbert Arenas himself on our team, which does not seem likely. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Catch us next time for what could be our last episode. We don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if there's a retirement party for us. But anyway, as always, take care, and thanks for watching. We will see you next time.